yeah. Because it is a love day, we're going to talk today about the many aspects of love. Unfortunately, some people seem to store up every kind of Valentine, whether it's tangible or not, for this one day of the year, which is kind of mind-boggling. But that's not even what real love is about. First and foremost, your agenda needs to be loving yourself first. Now, I don't mean that in a narcissistic way, because in feng shui, the whole pocket of relationships is in the direction southwest. But southwest energy, when you understand it, it's called Big Mountain or Big Earth. And Earth is about nurturing. So it's about you getting down and in the dirty with proper loving of yourself. Have you nurtured yourself properly? Are you getting the right sleep? I mean, it sounds so basic and almost monotonous. Have you gone off the wagon again with your food choices? It's interesting, on the way in here today, I had been to an event slightly before this, and I wasn't feeling all that fluffed up after that event. Sometimes I go to events, and I come away feeling very lonely and very, just out of my skin. And I'm sure some of you often feel that way too. And this was one of those things where I'm like, who am I and where do I belong? But the interesting thing is, driving up to Merritt Island, I thought, you know what? I have to do something to break the spell. Let me go pull into that drive-through thing and get a soda. Well, soda and I are not friends. I don't do soda. So she asked if I wanted a certain kind of soda. I'm so out of the soda loop, I couldn't even understand what she was saying. Like, I was trying to get like a ginger ale to settle me down. Now, so I have this cup that's looking at me here on the counter where I'm sitting. It is such a nasty drink. I don't know why anybody in their right mind drinks soda. So although I have it once or twice a year, this is my once and twice all put together, and it's going down the drain because I thought, well, maybe it would just help me bring a little sparkle and bubble to my life today. But it didn't. And so the worst thing, if I'm loving myself, would be to drink it. Okay, I had a sip. That's enough. So find out today, do you need a bubble bath? Do you need to walk around the block? Do you need to get together with friends? Do you need silence? But honor it. Trust it. Because unless you correctly really do you're not going to get to the next part of what the Southwest energy is all about. You're not going to get to the partner of your life. And partner of your life, incidentally, is the actual third part. Any of you who have had a little bit of feng shui, we talk about the love corners and you got to put this over here and got to ring those chimes over there. Well, all well and good, but not until you do you. And after you, and this is even harder for some folks, you have to love your mother. And that may really touch a tender nerve with many of you. Some of you didn't know your mother. Some of you, your mother wasn't the ideal mother. She wasn't the leave it to beaver kind of mother. However, you still have to come to an appreciation and an understanding that that body that carried you gave you the experience of a body and a lifetime. And it's what you wanted. And energetically, esoterically, it's all that you had accumulated as far as your ability to, it's the only frequency you resonated with. Let me put it that way. So if you don't appreciate what your mother gave to you and did for you, or didn't give to you and didn't help you with, then it's time for you to change that in yourself. You can't do anything with her. She did it correctly for you and the vibration that you needed to grow through. So you can see here the whole partnership energy. It is birthed out of the woman, not out of the man. The man is supposed to get the benefit of it. And again, in a very healthy way. But all of this has kind of been skewed, but okay. So at least today, the men can contribute by bringing you the Valentine. That's important on a day like today. Bring you the red rose. That's important. But it's the woman who holds the frequency for them to want to do that and to nurture them. So, okay, you got to do you based on partnerships. Then you've got to do your mother. And finally, then into it comes relationships. Now, these relationships are adult relationships. It's not the relationship you would have with a pet or your child. That's something different. Or even your grandparents. Those are all different, and they actually fall in different areas in feng shui. But this pocket, this southwest pocket, deals with the relationship between two, we'll call them adult beings. Now, sometimes a 14-year-old can fall in love with someone, and it would appear to be very early, but it would actually be in this category. So it's about understanding the steps that are needed before you can actually experience a healthy relationship. And, whether it's whatever kind of relationship you're choosing. If it's whatever you're choosing, it's every personal relationship is okay. Except if it's unhealthy for you, well, then it's not so good. What would constitute an unhealthy relationship? I guess it's different things for different folks. To me, lack of truth would be not so healthy. And I couldn't stay in the relationship. A lack of integrity. But for each one, some of you can go with abuse. Not for me. But that's all your call. You'd have to figure out. That's why you need to take your bubble bath, ladies, to figure out, what are you looking for? What do you want? What is that healthy, life-enhancing other piece that you would like to magnetize? So today we're going to talk even about magnetizing. How do you magnetize this right person? And what do we do? Where is this love zone? Where exactly is it? So it's different for every person. Excuse me a sec. Water beats soda any day. All right. So where is it? Well, sometimes some of you know, because you've been calling in, thankfully, you know which group you're in. You know whether you're an East group or a West group person. This is based on your time of birth. And actually, excuse me, not your time of birth, the month and day of your birth and the year. So the East group people, that covers directions of east and southeast, south and north. Their partnership directions are any one of those four directions, depending on exactly what you are. So, for example, Michelle has called in a couple of times. Michelle, if you're listening, I just happen to remember you are Con North. I just remember that. Your relationship direction is east, and that's how it works. Someone else could be they are an east person, well, their relationship direction is north. This tells something about the kind of person you should be looking for, whether you're a man or a woman. It's just so much easier in a relationship to have both of you from the same kind of energy field, both are east group or both are west group. Because if one is from one group and one is from the other, there have to be compromises made. There have to be compromises made when you buy a house, when you place the bedroom, when you choose the area for the bedroom, or where you put the headboard. So there definitely have to be compromises made when there are differences in your energy fields. Now, it almost seems that goes without saying, but in feng shui, it's even more intense. Very much more intense and more fine-tuned and a little easier to adjust because nobody's at fault. It's just, you're that. Let me make allowances for that. It would be as if, okay, here's a good example. The female is 5'2", and the partner is 6'6". You need a bed that accommodates somebody who's 6'6", not 5'2". So you can see that would be a simple adjustment. So there we have just learning to make adjustments. Now, we also got to go to, all right, so personal zones. If any of you want to call in wondering what your personal zone is, this would be when you want to do it. So let me give you that number again, except that I've put it, here we go. All right, it's in a safe spot right in my hand, 321-806-3159, 321-806-3159, if you would like to know your personal love zone. And then the question is there only one zone? And no, there is not. The Southwest traditionally, in the format of feng shui that has swept the United States, which is black hat sect feng shui, they call it Southwest. But this year the Southwest is not a lucky spot for directional activity anyway. So you want to know what you are, and there are several locations. You could fix the bedroom, you can fix a corner in the living room, you could fix the center of your home. So you can make adjustments wherever it's comfortable for you. Hi there, we have a caller on the line, so let me just interrupt myself and say hi.
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 Hi, Elaine. This is Bonnie.
Hi, Miss Bonnie, Miss My Sparkler. How are you?
Yes, I'm your sparkler.
Yes, you are. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day, Bonnie.
Happy Valentine's Day to you, too, Elaine. I love you.
I love you right back. Thank you so much. Miss Bonnie, let's get some love corrections for you. You're due. It's time now.
Thank you.
So remind me of the year you're born.
1952.
Yep, okay. And, okay, 1952. We've got a dragon energy.
Yes.
Yep. And you are the East group. As a matter of fact, you are Chen East. And your love area is North.
Ah.
Ooh, we like that because North is lucky this year. It's lucky for a lot of stuff. Now, normally, you wouldn't put love cures in the North because it's a bit of a quiet energy. But, man, I'm ready to activate the heck out of it. What is the north of your space?
Actually, my bedroom is in the north.
I'm loving it.
The northwest, and the guest room is in the northeast.
Okay. In the north area, not so much northwest or northeast.
Okay.
So take your cell phone or whatever, and you go to the north.
Uh-huh.
You want to put, well, look, that is if you would like a relationship. I should have asked, would you like one?
I would like one.
I would like you to have one. I jump ahead of myself because I get so excited. But I think it feels like it's time. So, you could get, and it sounds a little